I still remember one of the first times I had to speak in front of a group. I had rehearsed and practiced and prepared. I knew what I was going to say. But right before I stood up to speak, there was that little voice in my head and it got really loud and it said, "Who do you think you are doing this?" Well, that's called imposter syndrome. It doesn't care how ready you are. It shows up the moment you step into something that's just bigger than you've done before. My palms were sweaty and my heart was just pounding out of my chest. And for a second, I almost let that voice win. But I didn't. I took a moment and then I stood up and I started talking. You know what? That fear didn't disappear, but I realized something really important, that it didn't have to. You know, Confidence isn't what happens before you speak, it's what builds because you speak. And here's the thing, that voice doesn't just show up before public speaking. It can show up when you decide to set a boundary, or when you say something that you need, or when you start a new chapter in your life, or you finally decide to stop holding yourself back for other people's comfort. Well, that day for me, I learned how to move through it instead of waiting for it to go away. And now it's exactly what I help other women do. Find their voice, own that message that you have, and stop letting damn fear, set limits on their potential. So the next time that voice whispers, "Who do you think you are?" you can say, "That voice doesn't run the show anymore. I do." Have a great, great week. Bye.